Behind me is one of the finest decks built in Kingston, Ontario. And today, I'm going to take you on a special tour. I'm Brett, and my team and I specialize in building one-of-a-kind outdoor living spaces. All right, let's talk about some of the details about this deck. So the size of the deck is a 14 feet deep by 20 feet long, and it's approximately 2 feet off the ground. Some of the products that we're working with on this deck include PVC decking with 3 different width deck boards. We're working with Regal Ideas, black aluminum railings with yard bronze picket infill. We've also integrated deck board on top of these railings for a nice continuous top cap look. As soon as you enter onto the deck, you immediately notice the 3 different width deck boards. The decking is made up of 3 different widths. The picture frame is continuous around the entire 4 sides of the deck, and it includes a 7 1/4 on the outside, followed by a 3 1/2 on the inside. The field decking is made up of a 5 1/2, 7 1/4, and a 3 1/2 pattern repeated continuously from the front of the house to the front of the deck. Because we're working with a single color PVC, by integrating these 3 widths, it incorporates a nice unique craftsmanship detail to the deck. When working with a PVC deck board that has a 50-year warranty, you want to make sure your substructure is protected against standing water and you don't have premature rot and decay. So the board we're working with, it's a PVC deck board and it's warranted for 50 years. So when we built the frame of the deck, it's made out of pressure treated lumber and it's meant to be outside. However, we go the extra step and we install a high-grade flashing tape on all tops of joists, beams, and any sort of flat blocking area or railing blocks. This is like cheap insurance to ensure your frame is going to stand the test of time and also last as long as the PVC deck board. As you enter onto the deck, you're greeted by a very unique box step for entering and exiting the deck. This box step, we've decided to make it look like it's coming up out of the deck itself. And with that, you're gonna see the picture frame, the inner picture frame, and all the field decking follow up and over and back down. Those are all one-piece boards, and we've taken the time to cut them on the backside, heat them up, and fold them to give it that nice continuous waterfall look. So the railings we're working with on this deck are Regal Ideas classic railings. Now we have 2 different colors for this. The top and bottom rails and the posts are made up of black, and the pickets are made up of yard bronze. So we went the extra mile and we wanted to integrate something into the railings to tie in with the decking as well as the home. So instead of just going all black, we wanted to mix it up and add some yard bronze color there so it'll tie the brick in real well with the deck as well as the decking into the railings. Another unique detail we incorporated onto this deck is the use of the Regal Ideas wide post. So instead of using their standard 2-inch post, we're using their 4-inch post. It's not much of a difference, but it does make a bit of a difference on a deck this size. It adds some uniqueness and something that you don't see every day. That nice wide post is very prominent, very defined, and it adds some nice detail to the deck. On the top of the railings, we've integrated a continuous drink rail, and that's made up of a 5 1/2-inch wide deck board mounted on top of the Regal Ideas railings. This is a custom feature we do. It's not something that they offer. We go the extra step and we modify the railings and we order special brackets that we can use to mount to the railings and screw the deck board to. All right, that's a wrap for this video. That's what it takes to build a high-end custom deck. If you're interested in watching more content like this, please hit subscribe and give us a thumbs up.